I'm back again.
Big fella! Big fella! Sit down, big fella! Alright, boys, girls, and those who do not know, today's video is going to be a little different from my regular vids because instead of telling you how to write, I'm going to tell you how to draw, or more specifically, how to keep drawing. But before I get into the tips, I want to tell you a story of mine and how I decided to make this video. But if you want to skip this entire section, there's probably a timestamp on the screen right now for you to skip to the actual tips. Alright, you still here? Let's go. So around April, I was celebrating my birthday along with my dad, and for your own information, I turned 18, just for y'all who wanted to know. But on that day when my relatives were celebrating in the living room, I was on my laptop. Totally not gooning. You see, I was working on a manga project of mine for a while. It's called Retro Vengeance. You can find it on Manga Plus Creators. But for the sake of school and other stuff, I had to stop working on it. And at the time, I had 3 pages already drawn, toned, and lettered. And throughout that time I spent not working on it, I sort of fell out of love with it. I thought the story was utter trash, the characters were flat, and the most of all, I didn't feel like I was creating something that meant something, that meant anything. That feeling of creating peak fiction was gone. And on that day, I looked at those pages on my laptop and I thought, fuck it, why don't I just publish it? So that's what I did. I uploaded the unfinished chapter on Manga Plus Creators and went back to watch YouTube videos. But then I wanted to check how well the chapter was doing. So I opened the website and checked the views. 16 reads. I got out, ate the birthday cake, I came back, 34 views. I screenshotted it, I posted it on my Instagram, and went back to the site. And then I saw a comment that was left. I went to see the comment and it said, "Why did you give up?" However, it was good. And after I read that comment, all I felt was, damn, if I just kept drawing, maybe, just maybe, I could have actually made a good story. Oh, and by the way, as of me scripting this video, the manga now lies at 488 reads. Now, why do I tell you that story? Well, it was a story of how I gave up, a result or a future I'm sure you and me do not want to experience. So boom, after light years of yapping, how to keep yourself motivated as an artist. Let's go. Yes, I know, the first actual tip of this video is to not work. But I'm telling you, man, just taking a few hours, a few days worth of a break can keep you motivated, Treat yourself to something nice, a little nice movie between sessions, if you're like a mangaka like myself, you can take a small break after sketching and before inking. And it helps keep away an artist's main demotivator, burnout. And if you feel like you've really worked those buns off, you go out and touch some grass or sand, soak up some vitamin D. However, I do suggest that a longer break should be taken more sparsely. However, I won't tell you how long you need to rest for. Just spend the time the way you see yourself being the most productive. Alright, so having friends that share the same passion as you, aka other artists, is one of the best motivators you can have because it can help create an environment where you push to your limits and helping others become better artists as well. And it's also better for your own mental health since you're able to be around people who can relate to your struggles, who can probably advise you. And to circle this back to motivation, I took a break from writing the script, I'm not gonna lie, for like several weeks. But today, as I was doom scrolling on Instagram, I saw one of my homeboys' reels about him learning 3D animation. And after I watched it, I felt a large sense of motivation. So I stopped doom scrolling, kinda, and opened my Word document for the script for this very video. But it was like 3 a.m, so maybe the 3 a.m. motivation hit just at the right time, but hey, we'll never know. So having friends who have like-minded artists like yourself, and if you don't have such friends, well, just go into the DMs of an artist with the same follow count as you. I mean, the worst thing they could say is no, right? They'll totally not like screenshot your DM and put it on their story. Not talking from experience. And if you're scared to enter the domain of their DMs, you can always DM me for now. You just don't be weird. My IG is the same name as my YouTube channel with the same profile picture. And come on, and even if you don't want to talk to me, there are many other, and you get rejected, there are many other artists out there. Just go in and look for a wide range of people there. Yeah. What? Not you. Go. No, not you. But with that being said, that brings us to the last tip of this video, which is What do I mean by this? Well, if you've ever watched the art studio tour on YouTube, you'll know that they usually have posters everywhere and stuff like that that make them feel more creative, you know? So if you have the money to spend, go buy yourself something like a wallpaper, an action figure, or anything that you can decorate your room just to make you feel inspired. But if you're like me, who lives with strict African parents, who will most likely mistake your poster for affiliation with the devil, you might just have to put wallpaper on your laptop or tablet or phone. But if you're as ballsy as me and you can find it in your country, have a book. I have a volume of Scott Pilgrim that I keep to motivate me to continue to draw pages so that one day I can have a book of my own. But if you're someone who also doesn't do manga, just have an art book. Alright, with that being said, that brings us to the end of the video, but before we go, a short recap. Tip 1, take breaks. Tip 2, have like-minded friends. Tip 3, create a creative environment. Oh, and another thing, happy Pride Month to you guys, you know what I'm saying? And happy Men's Mental Health to y'all. And if you want to wish others a happy Pride Month or a happy Men's Mental Health Month, just type that in the comments, man. And as for me, I am working on another manga series. I've written like 3 chapters worth of it, however, I do feel a little better about my story now, and I'll probably revisit it at some point in time, but as of now I've run out of supply. So anyways, go follow me on all my socials, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. And with that being said, it's your boy Paul trying to be mainstream. Peace.